Hi, we're going to film some work in the kitchen area where I'm prepping. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at that molding above the vent. We're going to remove that and then just continue working right through. Some people would just tape that piece of molding, but what I found to do a nice, clean, and neat job, it's just glued up there. I'm going to remove it that way. There we go. See, they just used a little bit of liquid nail. There's no nails, so I didn't have to worry about it cracking. But this way, at least I know I can have a nice tape and move through that. I'm going to put this molding right here. Real simple task, which makes it easier. Now this has been wiped down. I'm going to get a cloth just in case there's a little bit of oil or grease. I'm going to move right through this. I have a couple different types of paper, different size tapes. Like this. There we go. Move right through this. Let's run some tape. Let's get our basic tape under there now. We don't want to get the stainless steel painted. Run it right around the molding. There we go. That's covered. One thing about counters, you can use it to put your foot. You want to take your time when taping, because it'll save some time if you do in the long run. If you rush and you do not tape properly, you're going to have a lot of work after the fact. You're going to have a lot of work touching up, cleaning up, paint, texture, whatever you're working with. Okay, now we're going to get some paper. Make sure I have my tools ready. Let's turn this around. There we go. Alright, so now what we have, let's cover this. To get a nice straight edge. I'll lay it on the floor and I'll use a board to line it up on each side. And it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be a lot better than just going free. At least I'll have a neat edge. You're within a 1/4 inch. The tape will cover any imperfection. See how I did. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few pieces of tape up. I have a couple different types of tape I do use. I use the light cream color tape. It's about half the price when I'm taping over paper or plastic. But I use the blue tape the majority of the time. No question about it, it's a better tape. And it saves a lot of time. So I'm going to cut a few pieces. Just put it on my arm here, just so I can hold this stuff up. There we go. There we go. Let's just do something. Let's see how it works. Here, there. go. Come on up. Once you get the original piece off, you make the proper creases where needed. It's not so bad. Put a nice piece of tape up here because I'm going to do some cutting and get this right up. There we go. So we don't want this to fall. There we go. One more. Just run it like this. Across to the end. Okay. Oh, we have our piece draped over the top. Scissors or X-Acto blade. Sometimes they dull pretty quick. You have to change the blade. See how this one works. Let's make the cut so we can see where we stand here. There we go. Okay. Put a couple pieces of tape up. See how to hold, but there's a little, I feel a little bit of oil or grease on there. There we go. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, we got the angle there. We're going to that's up there on this inside. There we go. Okay. That's fine. There. Now I have some pieces of a smaller type of paper. I'm going to place it right here. There we go. Let's put it this. Okay. Let's get moving forward. We'll patch that up on the side a little better. See how this is. Okay. Tape here, secure it. This. Okay. Go. Right on. Okay. See what we have here. So like this. Fold it. Piece of tape. Okay, good. Now we're going to keep moving on. We're going to put a small piece there. Let's get our little roll. There we go. A couple pieces of tape. Like that. Put that in there. Okay, perfect. Nice piece covering that. Okay, one more little piece we'll put in there. We'll hang it. We'll put the piece of tape on it first because it is inside, but I don't want to get any type of overspray in there, even though I don't see it happening. Again, anytime you have to correct a mistake, if you can prevent it, prevent it. All right, now we're going to cover this like we did over there. We're going to keep moving through this. We want to get it so we can go on the inside and then around. There we go. Okay. Scissors make the cut and then tape. We have a border of tape up already. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use our cream tape. Just half the price. I'm going to put a couple of pieces on my hand. So I have med access. Put this up here. There we go. Up. There we are. Top. Run this like that. Let's put a couple pieces of tape to hold it. Go in the corner. One up here. Nice. See on our edge here. Edge looks good. There we go. I like the curve because of it was rolled. Put it underneath. There we go. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Got a nice edge there. Gonna run the piece here. Secure it. And one. Nice. In there real nice. Sure, when you work with good paper, once you crease it, it will tend to help and work with you. As it seemed like I was fighting with it at first, I was. We're good now. We're good to go. Okay, let's get our tape and secure it. Cut, that lays flat, there we go. Okay, now what we've done on this particular piece, we just ran it inside there, which is good. Now you could use plastic if you want. Sometimes the plastic is a little thin, and I guess you can just drape it over and it'll flap around and whatever, but being that the process here is going to be a few things with our prepping, our priming, our texturing, our priming, our painting again, I don't want to have the plastic be in the way, or the plastic sometimes what happens is it catches the paint and the texture, and then it flakes off and it gets places, and you can track it through the house. This way you have a nice clean seal, and in the long run, the overall picture, it's easier to work with. Okay, we're not going to put any paper over the stove. What we're going to do is I'm going to just tape around it, because what if somehow, well, actually I'm going to tape the burners too so they don't get turned on. Because if anything is over a stove and it accidentally gets turned on, there's a chance there's a fire, and we don't want that. Of course not. Alright, I'm going to move through this a little bit more, and it seems cumbersome, a little time consuming, but once it's complete, you'll see that working around an area that is taped off professionally and doesn't move around is much easier at the end. At the end, you remove it, everything is good. Any questions, email TJG Contractor Service at yahoo.com. My name's Tom Gall. Thank you.